You know that feeling, right? You try to contact a small business. Maybe it's a local shop, or you're trying to get info from a university, or even your Airbnb host, and you just get radio silence. Well, today, we're diving into a new AI tool called GenBot that's designed to fix that exact problem. So here's our game plan. First, we'll get into why this communication overload is such a huge deal for small businesses. Then we'll meet the AI helper built to solve it and see just how easy you can build one yourself in literally minutes. After that, we'll check out the competition, and finally, we'll talk about why this whole thing could be a massive game changer for entrepreneurs. All right, let's kick things off with the problem itself. Because to really get what GenBot does, you have to understand the struggle that so many businesses are facing every single day. I mean, we've all been there. You send a message, you send an email with a totally reasonable question, and crickets. It's super frustrating and it feels like bad service. But honestly, it's usually a sign of something much, much bigger going on behind the scenes. And this isn't just a few businesses dropping the ball. The scale here is staggering. Just in South Korea, you're looking at around 7 million small business owners. 7 million. These are the folks running our favorite local spots, and a whole lot of them are just completely swamped, drowning in messages they simply don't have the bandwidth to answer. And here's the kicker. The data shows it's only getting worse. After the pandemic, while customer questions went through the roof, the ability for these businesses to respond actually went down. A 72% response rate sounds okay, until you realize that means nearly 3 out of every 10 customer questions just disappear. Poof, into thin air. And this isn't just an abstract number, right? This has real-world consequences. It's that brand new university student who's totally lost and can't get basic info. It's the Airbnb host who's doing their best but gets a bad review because they couldn't reply fast enough. It's even our public servants who are just buried under a mountain of questions. Okay, so we've got this huge, messy communication problem. So what's the solution? Well, a new kind of AI helper is stepping into the ring. Let's talk about GenBot. Now, before we get into GenBot itself, you gotta understand the magic that makes it all possible. It's something called a no-code platform. The best way to think about it is like this. Instead of needing to be an engineer who can manufacture plastic bricks from scratch, no-code lets you build amazing things just by snapping together Legos. It makes powerful tech accessible to absolutely everyone. And that brings us to GenBot's core promise, which is just beautifully simple. It's all about taking this super complex AI and making it dead easy to use. A business owner can just take their existing info, like an FAQ document or a company manual, upload it, and bam, the platform creates a custom AI assistant based on their knowledge. The secret sauce behind this is a tech called RAG. But you know what? Forget the acronym. Here's what it actually means. It's like instantly hiring a new customer service employee who has already read, memorized, and perfectly understood every single word of your company's training manuals. It doesn't make stuff up. It only answers based on the information you give it, which makes it super accurate. Okay, this all sounds pretty amazing in theory, but how easy is it to actually do? Like for a real small business owner who's not a tech wizard. Let's walk through the actual process. You're gonna love this. It's just 4 steps. Seriously. First, you sign in with an account you already have, like Google. Easy. Second, you upload the PDF or document you want the bot to learn from. Third, you pop in a few details about your business and click one button, Generate. And that's it. Step 4 is you get a link to your brand new chatbot, ready to go to work for you 24/7. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, this is cool, but they can't be the only ones doing this. And you're right. So let's take a look at the market GenBot is jumping into and what exactly makes their approach stand out. First off, the opportunity here is massive. The AI market in South Korea is absolutely exploding. It's on track to pretty much double in just a few years. So yeah, the demand is there, but that also means the competition is fierce. So how is GenBot going to make a name for itself? This is their strategy. While other services offer basic chat, GenBot is going for deeper intelligence. It can process complex documents, it gives you automated reports, but the real game changers? 1, it's built for better accuracy, and 2, it can handle voice. Not just text, but an actual voice bot. That's huge. And behind all this tech is a really sharp, focused team. You can actually see how each person's role lines up perfectly with those key features we just talked about, from the leader, Hyun Yu-kyung, handling the overall architecture, to Sung Jin on the core AI, Jung Soo on the backend, and Jung Won, who's making that voice integration happen. So what's the business plan?
Well, it's a simple and smart subscription model. They've got a free trial so you can test it out, and then paid plans that are priced specifically for the small businesses they're trying to help. It's designed to be super accessible.
And make no mistake, they are not thinking small. Their goal isn't just to launch a cool product. They're aiming to capture a full 10% of this entire market segment. They're not just trying to compete, they're aiming to lead. All right, for this last part, let's zoom all the way out. Let's talk about the big picture. If tools like GenBot really take off, what does that actually mean for business owners, for you and me as customers, and for everyone? Well, the potential impact here is one of those rare situations where everybody wins. For the business owner, it means lower costs and way more efficiency. For us customers, it means we get the answers we need right when we need them. And for society as a whole, it helps close that massive digital gap between the small mom-and-pop shops and the giant corporations. And we can put a real number on this. The estimate is that this could cut customer service costs for a small business by 30%. 30%! For a small operation, that's not just a nice little savings. That can be the difference between staying in business and having to close up shop. But really, this goes so much deeper than just the bottom line. This is about empowerment. It's about leveling the playing field. It's about giving your favorite neighborhood coffee shop the same kind of 24/7 customer service power as Amazon. It's about closing that digital divide, one chatbot at a time. And that leaves us with one final, really big thought. As this kind of powerful AI gets easier and more affordable through platforms like GenBot, could this be it? Could this be the technology that finally acts as the great equalizer, allowing small businesses to truly go toe-to-toe with the giants? Now that's something to think about.